T-Bone and Heather on Star 98.3 and 97.7 The Bay.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Here's Johnny.
It's me. Hey, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's actually October outside.
I know.
Yeah,
Full on, right?
Yeah, I was out on the road at 6, which is early for me. On Monday, and it was still fall. It was still summer, fall. And this morning it was not. It is freezing out there.
It's a little
Did you see the
chilly.
Northern Lights last night?
I did not. I was
you
more
missed it.
terrified about the solar storm wiping out all of our technology
Yeah.
and us going back to the Stone Age.
No,
Yeah,
which
right.
Maybe it's not the worst thing.
We didn't go back to the Stone Age. No,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool outside. It looked awesome.
Could you actually see it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
We got video of it and everything.
Get to our Facebook page because
I just
people.
robbed my children of a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Go to our
the-
Facebook page. You're gonna be amazed. It was really cool.
Because I saw an article about it, but I was like, number one, they said it was going to happen before and nothing really happened, so I didn't really think about it. I
Right.
was just like, okay, solar storm, we might lose everything.
So we were,
No.
we were out there last night, and I'm looking up. I'm like,
What
wow,
is-
what is that?
I said that's the Northern Lights.
Well, from Alaska, you must have seen that before.
Well,
yeah,
but
these
here's the
were
deal.
these
It's
were
different.
Yeah, these
Oh,
were different.
yeah.
I know that sounds weird, but it is different. So what I'm used to seeing is kind of this green undulating ribbon through
Right,
the sky.
Right.
Used to seeing, and then that description.
Yeah, I know, right, exactly. But that wasn't what it was at all. But the pictures on our Facebook thing,
Yeah. Under the comment section,
everybody
awesome.
was out shooting video of it and taking pictures. It was amazing.
It was really amazing.
You really missed
Well,
it, man.
I hope my wife's not listening to this. She's going to be so mad at me.
Oh,
if we, if
Angela,
I missed
don't
that.
listen to him. Go out and see during solar storms. Yes.
So we have two very, very, very different movies this week. I think this is the most dramatically different two movies have been all year.
Let's
Okay.
hear it.
So first is Piece by Piece. We'll start with the nice before getting to the naughty.
Okay.
Little early Christmas treat for you there.
Okay.
But Piece by Piece, it's the biographical movie of Pharrell Williams, the famous music
Oh,
producer.
okay, yeah.
You know, he wore the funny
sure.
hat, did that song
right.
Happy.
Big weird hat. Yeah.
So the twist on this one is it's done in Lego style. His whole life story
Oh, my
told in
God.
Lego.
What?
Which,
What?
you know what, for a hyper creative guy like that who's
It
done
makes
some of
sense.
the craziest things, it does make sense. And it's a really cool idea. I just don't know who this movie was for because, and this is really a warning for parents out there. Like, this is, it's
adult.
It's a biopic.
Yeah.
It's a, like, there's not, sex and
Yeah.
Lego nudity and stuff like that. But,
Lego nudity.
Oh my!
But,
did I just strike that? But there's $1 million idea.
Right.
But remember Team America World Police?
Of course, yes.
But it's a biopic. There's not, other than seeing Legos move, there's not a ton of fun for kids in it. So
Okay, gotcha.
we're already hearing stories about people bringing their kids to it and being like, "Well, that was the most boring movie my kids ever saw," because it's just. So it's really a movie that's made for a super specific demographic. Like, you have to be probably a
Pharrell
millennial,
fan, number
Pharrell
one.
fan,
Right.
and then like in the millennial age range where you really enjoyed the Lego movie, even though you're 40 years old,
Yeah.
like me.
Right.
And then you might be in the window for this. But
Okay.
it was extremely well done. It was hyper creative. His story is incredibly interesting. I just don't know if it'll apply that way for everybody.
Okay.
Especially not kids.
I like
I'm
his
not
music.
saying, if your kids are more mature and they're into movies with a regular solid story, they may love it. It may be the perfect movie for them. But if you're looking for silliness and high adventure, like you
Right.
would from another Lego thing, you're not going to get it here, really.
Okay, gotcha.
And then, switching from north to south, going the polar opposite, we have Terrifier 3.
Okay.
Which,
Okay.
yeah, Terrifier 3, woof, wow. This guy, it stars Art the Clown, and he is
And I already hate it.
the most recent icon
gotta
of
see what he
slasher
looks
horror.
like.
Gotcha, gotcha.
You don't see what it looks like. You're not going to like it.
okay.
Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. Now we have Art the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first one like that really since, that's had this kind
Oh,
of
I hate
impact
that
since,
guy.
yeah, since Ghostface from Scream. But this guy, Damien Leone is his name, that directed the movie. It came out in like a short film in 2012. And then, it's really a grassroots campaign for this killer. But Terrifier 1 came out, and it was a really underground cult favorite. So
Right.
Terrifier 2 came out last year and really blew the box office away. So
Really?
now
Let
we
me
have
ask you-
the third installment, which is Christmas themed. And I will tell
God.
you right now, this is not a
Just talk about
Halloween
this.
date movie.
Okay.
The point of these movies for Damien Leone is to make people like throw up in the theater, to really push the bounds.
Who wants that?
Like, I won't go into details, but they do things in this movie that even Friday the 13th wouldn't do. And all I'll say about that is, Jason would walk through a cabin, but there were only certain people he would kill.
Yeah.
Art the Clown doesn't have those issues.
Not so much.
Yeah, he's not sticking to teenagers.
Let me ask you this. I was, as it relates to this, and this isn't about movies, but I did see something, and this is just a knee-jerk answer to the question. I was watching a video, and the video was like a subway stop kind of thing, right? And so they had security cameras, right? People are at the subway.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that, because nobody else was there. There was 2 guys and a girl there. And this guy comes out in like a scary clown thing, and he's like coming towards them.
So this is actual video.
Well, it looked like it. I don't know. Maybe it was staged, but it looked real.
Right.
And
you remember 10 years ago, we had that whole weird, crazy clowns in
showing up in backyards,
and then,
right.
So they start backing up because this guy is coming towards them. And then another one steps out behind him. Now, here's my question. If you had a gun and just shot him, wouldn't that be fair?
Yes.
I mean,
so.
if you take that step and you're like really trying to terrorize somebody,
yes.
I don't know what you're up to. He hasn't done anything yet. He hasn't touched you yet. But I mean, if you take that step and you put on a
Did he have like a knife or something?
he
in
has
his
a bell.
Hands?
He's ringing a bell, and he's coming towards this guy.
I think even that, with what the pop culture has ingrained our minds to understand, is that is a life or death situation. So you're in fear for your life,
right?
Right.
You can shoot
sorry,
him.
I just rang a bell.
I'm still amazed by the number of non-homicides that have happened with TikTok challenges and YouTube pranks, and you mess. I'm not even talking about jumping out and getting punched in the face. I mean, you mess with some of the wrong people, and you're done.
I'm just saying, if I'm on that platform and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not talking about a friendly clown or even a hobo clown.
Right.
I'm talking about the clown.
I mean, if my kids are with me, I'm rushing.
100%.
I'm bull rushing.
100%.
There's no way.
Right.
100%. And if you had a gun,
and honestly, if I had my kids with me and somebody wanted to scare them like that, then they deserve whatever's coming.
They
their
deserve
way.
to get shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly
Good.
right.
We're all on the
front of
same
the train,
page.
whatever.
We're all on the same
Hey,
page.
what about? I want to ask you. What about Saturday Night? Isn't that the biggest movie?
Yeah, there's 2 more we got to hit real quick. So
Okay,
Saturday
great,
Night.
great.
Is,
What'd you think of that?
It's expanding this week. So it was out last week. If you went to DC, you could have seen it, but it's expanding this week. It is a really. The thing is, I don't think there's anything really new coming from it. We all know how crazy that first year Saturday Night Live was. But I think for those that don't have a lot of background, if you like Saturday Night Live, even if you like any movies about the production of movies, like those movies about Hollywood, you will love this movie. It's just insane the amount of chaos that had to be bottled to create something so organized.
Cool.
And that's really the draw for it, is a live show for 60 minutes. For that to complete, the level of organization is insane.
Wow.
And it came together from the most chaotic group of anarchists, basically, that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it's tantamount to, taking ants out of an ant farm and they build the Coliseum. I mean, that's how crazy this was. I think all of the actors involved, they've really nailed the different parts. John Belushi, Chevy Chase.
Right.
So it was. I think if you're a Saturday Night Live fan, you'll definitely like it a lot. It might not give you a bunch of new information. I think 'cause it's really been done to death.
Because we know,
behind the scenes.
Right.
But it was really cool to see and really fun. And then
I'm
lastly,
looking forward to that.
Is The Apprentice. Sebastian Stan playing Donald Trump.
Oh, really?
Yep. And The Apprentice in this, and this is what I guess I didn't know, is that Donald Trump is the apprentice in this. This is really about his relationship with Roy Cohn, who was his mentor in the 80s. And you want to talk about people that are straight from 80s Wall Street central casting. This guy, Roy Cohn, I mean, a lot of things,
he was a hateful man.
Yeah, he was a hateful man.
Well,
but I will say that, just know going into it that, if you're a Trump fan or if you're looking for a puff piece, this isn't it. This is a warts and all, and admittedly, they took some liberties with it. Like there's a particular scene in which Roy Cohn blackmails like a DOJ official with pictures of him with young boys or something like that.
Right.
And that was made up for the movie. But most of it, and even the darker parts, are pretty
he
pretty
was
accurate.
a self-loathing gay, Roy Cohn. He was.
Oh, but I didn't even know. Yeah. That's,
Oh, yeah,
that's right.
yeah. It goes on. Yeah, he is a very he was more than just a mean guy. I mean, there was so much to this guy.
Well, you have to hate yourself at some level in order to be that mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
So-
super
James
mean.
Wood did a great movie on Roy Cohn.
Yeah,
I didn't
really
I didn't
good.
even know who the guy was, and so I just liked him, and so I watched the James Wood movie. Yeah, he was. He was not encumbered by a conscience
morality at all.
at all.
The movie would have you believe definitely that he was the type of person that you could look in the eye and say, "Why didn't your mother love you? Why didn't you get a hug?" when you were
Right,
little?"
right.
'Cause
Great to have on
Yeah.
your side. You do not want him on the other
The
side.
Apprentice.
But the-
So that's interesting.
Yeah, the
but
surprising thing is Sebastian Stan, one of the Hollywood heartthrobs, the Winter Soldier himself, playing
Yeah.
Donald Trump,
Yeah?
who is not a Hollywood heartthrob. Yeah, and
How
he
did he
really
do?
pulls it off.
Good.
In a one-on. Now again, this is '80s Donald Trump.
Right,
but,
right.
In a room that's not terribly well lit, it's immediate. So all the mannerisms, all the voice stuff, he gets down pretty damn
Really?
good. Yeah, and I was
That'd be
pleasantly
interesting
surprised.
to watch, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Well, there you go. I'm
that's
not
what we're
watching the
looking at.
creepy clown. That's not happening.
No.
No, I'm not doing that. All right. 7:23. Phone lines are open for you. Let's check the weather.